Hey Virgo, this is Amy with Indigo Intuition and welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you have already come to visit in my first month of really representing the things that I do as a life coach and a spiritual coach into the YouTube community. I really value and appreciate your like, share, and subscribe, so please feel led to do so. Or you know someone who would benefit from this information, in another birth sign, that would be amazing. Not to mention, the daily series that I'm bringing forward to the community is something called Personal Power Up. And really the whole basis of that is self-empowerment, self-esteem, self-worth, healing, and growing. So for all signs, if you're a man, woman, child, whatever the case may be, and you're in a position where you want to go toe-to-toe to yourself and you want to grow in new ways in your life, and you finally can admit that the relationship that you have with yourself is the most important relationship that you can ever have, those readings are for you. They're about 20 minutes long. I'm going to try to cut them back because I know time is money and I know people kind of like to click in and click out. But yeah, I'm so grateful. Today, we are doing your November mid-monthly love reading. So this is going to take us down to the finish of November. And for matters of love, matters of the heart, matters of a relationship, a situationship, your person, your partnership, someone new, coming along the way, I trust that the energies will come through, that I can bring you a message that is meaningful and will help you in your daily path. Now, we're doing the rose spread, and that is definitely inspired by the Tattoo Tarot, which is a beautiful deck of cards here that I've used for this round in the second half of November. But your job right now is to tap into the burning question. So if you have a burning question that's been on your heart and mind and soul, and you're like, how do I know? Well, first of all, you always know what you know. So I, as a reader, or anyone else out here, should serve as a conduit or an echo or a confirmation tool to that which you already know. So with that, when you're reading for several people, you often will have to chew the meat and spit out the bone. That is your responsibility. See, I can be here and, do the thing. And you could be over there and you're going to, separate that. And Virgos, you're very amazing at stacking all the boxes up straight. You're very detailed. You're very analytical. You're a really amazing breed, squad. So I know that you will take this information and you will let it ride as it pertains to you. And so it is. Let's bring forward a powerful, meaningful, helpful message to the sign of Virgo. The energy underlining the deck is the Queen of Pentacles, which is Earth energy. So that's very positive. You know who you are. You're definitely always have your hand to the plow. There's no doubt about that. You're unbothered, really. So overall, that's a good vibe, positive vibes. Now, the central, question or, inquiry that we're dealing with here, as it relates to our burning question, you have the Hangman. No surprise to me at all. Virgo, you are the sign of I look before I leap, and I really admire that about you. I love this depiction of the card though, because there's really no stress on her face whatsoever. She's just chilling. So maybe right now you're looking for new love, and you're just kind of like, okay, I'm just looking at my options. I'm just seeing what's out there. I'm not really worried. I'm not really stressed. I'm good. I know how to do me, And let's see where the cards take us from there. Well, there you are, showing up, Magician. Your past feelings and attitudes. Well, I think you're a very confident person, and you know what you deserve. You can manifest anything that you want. You take a lot of responsibility for your own happiness, which is such a positive thing. Not everyone can do that. So I really like that. I really like that a lot. Now, your past actions, well, you have the Four of Wands, which is the ultimate 1111 fulfillment, soulmate, everything is everything, all in one energy. Now, when you look at that and you parallel that against the positioning of it being past, You know, maybe you had a relationship that was really, you're all in one. Why it's in the past, we don't know yet. We're going to work through that. But, you know, what is the universe's advice right now in the present? Well, you have the Knight of Cups in reverse. So maybe you put someone out. Maybe you put a water sign out. Maybe that's what's going on right now. But he doesn't want to go, or she. You know, you guys can, if the shoe fits, put the feminine and the masculine where it goes. Yeah, when I look at him in the upright, he's kind of like, what? What are you saying? You want me to go? And he doesn't believe it. Look at his face. Look at his eyes. He's like, what? What are you even talking about? That being in the reverse tells me, have you ever heard that song? I'm not going anywhere. I'm telling you, I'm not living without you. That you're the best man that I've ever. You know the song. What's the name of it? You know what it is. You're already singing it in your head. Well, let's move forward and see where we can go from here. Well, your present feelings and ideas about all this, you have judgment. Now, okay, so you've made a decision. You've made a decision about someone that doesn't want to go because they feel like it's everything. And it's something you manifested together. And they like you a lot because you're cool. You're just like on pause, or if you flip it the other way around, they're like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to just keep hanging around here because Virgo's got the good stuff. Well, where is the situation heading? Oh, for God's sake. Well, you have the Tower. Okay. I don't see any negative player, whatever, get the hell out of here on this side, past-wise. But when you do look at the Judgment card here, oh goodness. When you do look at this Judgment card here, it looks hectic. I don't know why. You know, maybe someone was shady. And the truth came out. And as a result of that, boom. The universe's advice right now, the Page of Swords. Okay, Virgo. This is like such a dual, it's such duality. It's just so hot and cold. Black and white. It's time to get some clarity over this because someone's making a decision based on false information and someone's getting treated like they're getting punished for someone else, I feel. Wow, this is different. I'm not stressing it though. Let's push through. Let's get some information here for the sign of Virgo. How can we arrive at some answers for the burning question here? And what is the guidance and direction that you can provide? Okay. Now, to confirm the Hangman, you have the Knight of Wands. Now, the Knight of Wands, as we know, has his reputation in the deck for being, how do I say this? A F-U-C-K boy, you know? I didn't make the meanings up, you know? Not necessarily, you know? Oh, a lot of qualities: fun, sexy, exciting, spontaneous, alluring, romantic. Says all the right things. All the right things. I know you know how to do that, Virgo. So either that's your energy and your attitude towards a situation, or that's the energy that you were playing with, which is a fire sign. Or can be a fire sign. We all embody different energies of the whole zodiac. If you look up your chart, you're going to see a little bit of all of us in each other. And that's amazing. That's how we are all so connected energetically, but yet divided by our skin and bones, and the families that we live with. It's so pretty incredible and expansive. Now, let's take a trip around this beautiful rose again and get more information that can be helpful. Now, the past feelings and attitudes about the issue. Well, there you have the Magician, which can also represent your sign, Virgo. The power to manifest anything. When you put the Magician and you start tying it to cards like Tower and Judgment, you go, okay, did someone do something tricky? You have the Six of Wands there to clarify the Magician card. So again, I really see that as positive. I don't see that really as negative. I see that as, maybe the situation that you have had, or, were in or are in, I look at her looking up at the night, and you want it to be, you really wanted it to be what you wanted it to be. And we don't know what the destruction was there or what's on the way, but, let's get more. Your past actions, you have the Three of Cups. I mean, what a love, what a potential. I love this Three of Cups card too, because you look in the center card, you see the heart, which is, represents true love. It is the sign of love. And then you have the two candles on either side, which to me, it's not necessarily known as a twin flame card, but there's twin flame energy there, clearly confirming Four of Wands, all the same. I can't say I feel all is lost, only I don't understand what happened over here. So let's keep it pushing. Who is this Knight of Cups in reverse? What is their position in the whole thing? Why is that there as far as advice for the present? Now, when you take Cups energy and you flip it upside down, what that tells me is like, don't be too emotional, Don't get too emotional and make decisions based on emotions. You can't make decisions out of emotions. When you're hungry, angry, lonely, tired, emotional, you don't make decisions then. You got to give it a day. You got to give it a rest. You got to give it a minute, because you will never make the same decision as when you're in chilling out and just hanging in there. Okay, let's see if we can get anything else to come out. Okay, yep, there it goes. Okay. Oh boy. Okay, so you have the advice as far as this Knight of Cups, the Ten of Swords, and the Six of Swords. Okay. Well, someone, according to the meaning of the cards, because I'm not there, according to the meaning of the cards, you or your person is extremely hurt. Just done. And cannot believe, because this person is looking up at those hands like, I can't even believe the hands that held me, the hands that helped me, the hands that loved me would do this to me. Oof. I wish I could say that felt better. So, if it's you or it's your person, someone does not want someone to go, or I'm not going. While the other person is like, oh yeah? Well, you can just watch the back of me as I walk away. I'm going to use my judgment. I'm going to use my better judgment. Sorry, my nails, they need to be done. I'm going to use my better judgment. I know this is going to get worse before it gets better. And I'm just going to face the music. Hell's bells, Virgo. I wasn't expecting this. It's okay. We're going to get through. We're going to always leave on the positive. Now you have the, to confirm the Judgment card, pardon me, you have the Four of Cups. So what that tells us is, you know, the person who was laying it all out there on the line, the person who wanted to give it all, you know, whoever that is on this side of it, was full on. Here I am. I want to give you everything you ever wanted and needed. And that potential was 5,000% there. But someone did not use good judgment over the situation and was dicking around with these other 3 cups, excuse my language, or just, you know, being greedy and not being appreciative and not really looking at the real thing because of this lower vibrational, you know, attitude. And you need to know something, Virgo. If you're in that headspace, or if it's someone else, when someone cannot accept an offer of truth and abundance and higher vibration, it's because they don't feel like they deserve it. So it's not you. It's never you. And if you're the person who has inflicted someone like that, low key or high key, you're not living up to your potential. Now, this is the Knight of Pentacles that came out to clarify the Tower, or while I was rambling. So I'll kind of lay that in between there. But like, you know, you are a Virgo. You are no nonsense people. And I've known Virgos who, like, on the outside look like they have it all together, and you just look up to them like they're God. Yet on the inside, their self-esteem is low. And when you don't feel good about yourself, even though you don't mean it, you hurt people, because hurt people hurt people. Okay, Holy Spirit, let us, and also, whatever's going down here, someone is looking back with such regret. And they're not letting you out of their sight. You know, or the other way around. Now, what can we do here to clarify? I think there's maybe a reason why this reading came as one of the last signs. It's a lot, guys. It's not beyond you, but there's a lot of unknowns in the situation right now. The Moon, there's a lot yet to be discovered, okay, about this Tower card. As for me, it tells me I don't know everything about the situation, but you know. You know. Then you also have the Eight of Wands, but it came out in the reverse position. I shuffle all my cards upright, so when they come out reversed, there's a reason for that. So at this time, the universe is telling us there really is no movement. Everything is at a standstill until some things come out from the dark into the light. There are these unknowns. And I know better than anyone else how that is to feel left unquenched and without answers or without closure, or, you know, to just not know what the fuck just happened there. Excuse my language, I curse sometimes. It's just a word. It's not any offense to anyone. It doesn't make me less of a professional. I will never judge you, and I respect the same. Okay. This Page of Swords, as far as it being the universe's advice, I mean, if you take it as that and you say as advice, it'd say don't look back. Don't waste your time and your energy looking at something, worrying about what the person's doing, worrying about what they're, you know, who they're with. Or again, other way around, they might be looking at you, because why underneath? Whoever this was, whatever happened, because I know for at least one soul, this is specific. You were their wish. Why? Because right underneath of that is the Two of Cups. This is your soulmate. Really your twin flame. For who that resonates with, who that lands with, for someone, It's so hard to say goodbye to something that was so... But when I look at this star card and see that this was someone's total wish fulfillment, it reminds me of that song by Earth, Wind, and Fire, Keep Your Head to the Sky, and trust that what's meant to be will be. Look, the Death card came out in Soul Journey, but it came out in reverse. Now, I'm learning that endings are merely beginnings. The fact that it's in reverse tells us two things. It tells us, one, this really might not be over. You will have to use your best judgment and trust yourself on what's going to be best for you. Secondly, it says, don't be afraid to let this situation fizzle out, because even for it to become anything new, it would have to die. It would have to come back like the phoenix, right? Up out of the ashes, stronger, better, faster. So in any case, you guys, you gotta kind of let the water run and let it go. Just move on right now for a minute and do what you gotta do. Keep doing you. Oh boy, guys, I don't know where that got cut off. That's tragic. I did just say that the King of Wands, you know, is an indicator that through all of this, your Knight of Wands may come back after a season of maturing up. Better, stronger, faster. Okay. And the fact that intuition came out in the reverse tells us, don't be afraid to trust your instincts, because if you remain in denial, your life is not going to move forward. So you owe it to yourself to trust your indecision. I thought it said indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. The fact that it's upside down again tells us that you're stuck. But you have to trust yourself. You have to keep moving your life forward. I'm going to put it upright as an energy to support you. Yes, this relationship had more potential than most relationships ever have. But something went into the weeds. It doesn't take away from what the connection really was, though. It really was amazing. If it's meant to be, guys, it'll be. You can trust that. Let it go. Don't cling. You had death and indecision both in reverse. It means you're going to have to let go and let the universe have your back on this one. This person does have a lot of potential. It's true. But, you know, just like a good pot of beef stew or whatever, you don't just throw it together and eat it in an hour. It takes hours. Yeah. Sometimes it just takes a person. They just need to, you know, they need to go through the marination and the slow cooking and the changes, you know, and the flavors and all that to become something really beautiful. Well, I hope that didn't scare you away for the rest of your life, Virgo. But you know what? I always say that the truth sometimes does hurt, but it's the truth, so it also sets you free. So I pray in some way, as heavy as this was, that you will find the light at the end of the tunnel and that you will take care of yourself. And just know that brighter days are coming. Love and light. Until soon, guys. Namaste.